In this video tutorial, we are going to find the ways we can find the BIOS information of your system. Okay. Now, what is BIOS? Okay, BIOS by definition stands for Basic Input Output System. Okay. Now, this is a system which acts as an intermediary or a middleware between your operating system and your hardware components. Now, these hardware components can be the connected hardware components, or it can be an integrated hardware component, right? Now, BIOS has a job of managing the data flow between your operating system and your hardware components, right? So it is, to be precise, it's a BIOS job, okay, to ensure whenever the system boots, okay, it's a BIOS job to check and ensure everything all in order, all device connected are working, functioning, it should be, and as well as communicate with the operating system and then boot the system. If at all there's a problem, the BIOS will not allow the system to boot up and give you some exception while booting. Okay, so there are ways to find a BIOS version on the system. Typically on a Windows 10, we'll see what are the methods. The first method is through a system information. Now, the way to access this tool, which is free, which is already there in the Windows 10 OS. So I go to the start menu. Okay, I click start, right click start, and I say run. In run, there's a command called as msinfo32. You have to type msinfo32 and say OK. Once you say OK, it will open the system information tool. Okay, in the right side, you have to look for a BIOS version and the date. This is what is there in my system. It is indicated it is version 1.0. Alright. So through msinfo, which is also called as an msinfo32, which is also called as system information tool, it gives the summary of the technical information. So in our case, we have to find a BIOS version. This is how we find a BIOS version on the right side. Okay, so I close this. Second method to find the BIOS version is through command prompt. To access the command prompt, I go to the search box of the taskbar. I type in command which has listed me the command prompt app. Okay, I click on this command prompt app. Okay, once I click on it, there is a command to be run through command prompt. I type in the command. It is wmic, right? It's BIOS space, then get, okay, and BIOS version. Okay, so this is a command okay, to get a version through a command prompt. Okay, if I press enter, it will give me the version information. So as I see, in my system it is version v1.03, which we saw in the system information tool. So this is how we find the information through command prompt. Okay, I say exit. Okay, so now third method to find the BIOS information on the system, that is Windows 10, is to go to a registry editor. Okay, now regedit. To access regedit, I again go to the search box of the taskbar. I type in reg editor. It has listed with the registry editor app. I have to click on it. Okay, I say yes. Okay, in the register tab, there's a path to be navigated. Okay, I just collapse this so that it's for illustration. It's going to be computer. I go to the HKey local machine. I expand this tree. Once I expand, look for the hardware. Again, I say expand. In the hardware, go to the description. In the description, go to the system and go to the BIOS. Okay. And once I go to the BIOS, again I have to see the version. It's going to be base prod version, which is v1.03. So in all the methods what we saw, the version remains same, and this is how we can retrieve the BIOS information on our system. Now be aware, this registry editor is a very sensitive tool, and it holds a very critical information of your system. Do not go to edit or alter any values. It may have an adverse impact, and the system may not run or go into an exception mode. Okay, so this is how we find the BIOS version on the system. Okay, if you find this video valuable, do give us a like and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.